Hello, everybody. My name is James. Some on YouTube may know me, or my YouTube channel is SlenderZombie65 for those just in my community, because I believe this video is going to go out to both Facebook and YouTube, and maybe Twitter. So, this is just a little update, a little vlog. I don't really host many vlogs, and I rarely ever post on YouTube, but I figure I'd just give a quick update on conditions. Yes, I have been to a moped accident. That was back on Tuesday. So it's been 4 days in time of recording. So when I'm getting better. I don't know if I can bleep that out. I'll probably find an editing software to show a snippets, but anywho, I want to say that to give context, there's a message to this. My context of what happened was my back tire was flat. Alright, I drive a moped, I drive a Wolf RX50 CC. What ended up happening after driving 4,000 miles within 1 year of my moped, I thought my ride would be no different than any other day I drive my moped. And I drive my moped just about every day. What ended up happening was my handlebars are straight. My back, end of my moped was off to my left a little bit. So it was very weird, right? I drove it about a quarter mile out, from my house. And I will tell you what not to do. What not to do is to be like me and think, oh, that's not the way my moped drives. I know what my moped should feel like. I'm gonna go and make a quick correction to myself, and hopefully I can steer and drive straight after going about 20 miles an hour. Yeah, no, that's when I quote other people and may say I ate shit, and just my moped landed on the right. I landed on top of my moped. I was still in kind of like moped position. I just fell over. My hands are out in front of me. That's what hints to scars. And also my right leg, was, kind of, touching the ground. And I screwed up my newest pair of shoes that I just got in less than a month. And I scraped up my foot is just as bad as my hand. Right. Not one big spot, it's 3 spots, but anyhow. I pretty scraped up. It's road rash. My message is, wear a helmet, right? For any of those out there that, are two-wheeling, rather on bicycle, right? Rather on, moped, motorcycle, I'm going to repeat the same message that Gordon Ramsay and 50 bajillion other probably, people that, use two-wheelers to transport, for transportation is to, right, wear a helmet. And on the manual, when it says to check your stuff, you better fucking check it, G. And I mean, on my manual, it tells me I'm supposed to, every time I go out, to, check, all the electronics, all the blinkers, all the horns, make sure everything's right. And it told me to check tire pressure, all that stuff. My moped's just about shy of 4,000 miles. And I honestly thought that I was shy. Like, 3,700 miles to be exact. I changed my oil at 3,200 miles. I change my oil every 1,000 miles after the first 500 miles. This last time I changed my oil, I checked my tire pressure. Because I haven't checked it in over 3,200 miles. It was a little low. I refueled, or, I put air in my tire. So I'm like, okay, I didn't think anything of it. And that's where kind of my mistake was not necessarily that, but this all could have been avoidable, because I wouldn't have thought after 500 miles, I would assume my tires would be okay for the next 1,000 miles or more. But I'm lucky to be here. Thanks for all the support of my family, my friends, everyone, my mom made a Facebook post, telling me I was in the, saying I was in the hospital. I was only in the hospital for like 2 hours. Because after I wrecked, I called my mom up right away. Luckily, she had the day off. She picked me up, took me to the hospital. I got a tetanus shot because you can get tetanus from, road. Between dead animal, roadkill, animal crap, just bacteria that could be naturally on the road. And, yeah, I got my bandages, I got my, wounds taken care of. And, they're healing. I'm going to be doing a great recovery and all that. So, in terms of going forward, I'm gonna be more wary, and that's the message I want to bring. Is just kind of like Gordon Ramsay said, kind of like all my other friends said, wear a helmet, and be safe. Because I was naive. I had my helmet during the accident, but like around a year ago, after I drove my moped for about 100, 200 miles, I during the time like this in the middle of summer, it was hot. I didn't wear there'd be times I went with like a week without wearing a helmet. And that's just because it was so hot, I'm not sure, was I running late that day? I was lazy, whatever. You know, and I was arrogant. I was prideful. I was prideful that all of my family members, like, I'm the only one out of my whole family that hasn't been in an accident. And, this past 8 months, under my house alone, we had 5 vehicle accidents now within the past 6, 8 months. And even like family outside my house, they've been in accidents too within the past year. You know, so I mean, I was prideful that I haven't gotten to an accident, well, until this point. But so I was thinking of, in the back of my mind, gee, when my number's up, and well, my number came up Tuesday at 6:50 exactly a.m. in the morning, because I was scheduled to go into work at 6. So, this video is going to be posted on both Facebook and YouTube. For those, on Facebook that aren't aware, I have a YouTube channel called SlenderZombie65. I post mostly gaming content. In fact, I'm going to be streaming Red Dead Redemption 2 about, I'll go by day. But I just want to give a quick update saying I'm doing really good. I went through my first day of work, with, bandages after, taking 4 days off work. And I expected 4 days off work, but we're doing good. Alright. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, and I'll talk to y'all later.